Hey, how's everybody doing out there? Mel Williams, XERS Radio. Be sure to join me Monday nights, 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. for the Michiana Scene. We'll be showcasing local musicians, playing their music, and listening to their stories. And they all have great stories. So come on out to Pleasant Valley every Monday night at 6 p.m. Michiana Scene on XERS Radio. See you then. Wow! Monday nights.
Yeah. This is the Michiana Scene, and no, I am not Mel Williams, but he is in the studio, and 198.1, right?
104. Don't get the wrong station.
Who is it?
198.4 Retro Radio.
Okay, they are in the studio. Mel's just changing into his studio clothes. He's kind of like Mr. Rogers. He comes down here and puts a sweater on and sneakers, and he's going to be with you in just a second. What we're gonna do is I'm gonna play a song here while he gets situated here behind the mic.
Wait, I want you to tell him something. At 7 o'clock.
At 7 o'clock.
These guys are going to have to be out here because the last hour is going to be dedicated to Richard Sherman.
Oh, stop it. Stop it. Bust my balls, Mel, I'll tell you. It's a long story. I'll tell you about when we're off the air. Anyway, we're here from 6 to 8, Michiana Scene. Don't forget now, tomorrow night's Radio Classics at 11 o'clock. We'll be doing some old radio shows. But then tonight at 9 o'clock, I'm going to play the Martin Luther King I Have a Dream speech in its entirety at 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock tonight. So you want to hear that? It's MLK Day. We're gonna play a track here, really one of my favorite tracks, and then let Mel get set up here. Let's see what we can play here. Let's play. Oh, stop it! Yeah, what is it? Here's some Blue Oyster Cult, Joan Crawford.
Wow, what was that, Blue Oyster Cult? That, I haven't heard that one. That's Joan Crawford. I haven't heard that in a while. We got in the studio here, 198.4 Retro Radio. Say something, guys.
Hey, shout out to my lovely wife. Shout out to Kayla and Mike.
Yeah, shout out to all our listeners out there. Of course, Elizabeth, we definitely have to give her credit for getting us up in here, since she's the one that made the connection with Mel to begin with. So
now tell everybody your names. I know you're Isaac.
Yep.
And
I'm
Larry.
I'm Dave.
And Dave is here. Okay. I got to, first I have to add all the files here. Let me oh, that's not right. Hang on. But welcome to the Michiana Scene. We are here, every Monday at 6 o'clock, and, we have somebody from the local scene, in here to do songs, and we play some of their recordings and talk to them about what makes them rock and roll icons in the area. Yeah, they're doing the rock and roll sign. But let's start off. I'm going to put on one of my favorite retro radio songs. It's "The Beds Are Burning." Where'd you guys record this at?
this one is one that we did at New Year's Eve. We had bunch of our friends had been hounding us since we played at Cheers and saying, when are you guys going to play out again? And Larry and his wife was kind enough to host a New Year's Eve party. And so we went ahead and played a show for our friends. It was a small gathering, but we had a really good time. And, of course, we set up to do some recordings while we were there. So.
Well, we're going to start out playing this, and then we got to get to the song of the week, which is Paul Erdman from last week. But right now we're going to play "The Beds Are Burning" by Retro Radio, 198.4 Retro Radio.
Out where the river broke, the bloodwood and the desert oak, Ford and Rex and Ford and Diesel, Stephen 45 degrees. The time has come.
Abtone, beds are burning, 198.4. The guys are going crazy over the equipment here in the studio. What is that? It's a fab tone?
Yeah. I used one so much I broke it.
Who's Esther
This one happens
Fox?
when you use it
Anybody
too
know who
much.
Esther
Oh,
Fox
that's my
is?
sister.
Is it?
Shout out to my sister Esther,
There you go. She's now my friend on Facebook.
who typically gets more deer than her husband every year. Oh, I shouldn't have said that.
And who's Karen Rogers Crowder?
That's my mama.
She's your mom's on too. She's coming to you from Arizona.
Thank you, Mama.
Welcome to Karen. Nice to have you on, Karen. We'll have to have you maybe call in later. I might not be able to do that today, but we got all kinds of people. I can tell the listenership is up. If you look at this desktop B here. Oh, look at that. We started out at about 3,000 viewers, and we're up to near 11,000 viewers.
Wow. Yeah, dude.
So thanks a lot, you guys.
Roll.
Thanks for coming on, everybody. Well, they come on for the show, but that's up a little higher because you got your hundreds of local fans on here.
Our peeps.
So tell me how 198.4 how did it get formed?
Okay. First, Isaac, go ahead. Well, it began with Isaac and my brother, actually.
Yeah, actually, Larry and I worked together years and years ago, and we kind of jammed together a little bit. It's when I was in my first band, After Forever, was a tribute to Black Sabbath. And he was a loyal fan, came out to our couple of our shows and was always there at practice checking us out. And we started jamming.
Me all the time.
Yep, we started jamming for a while. I ended up moving away, doing some stupid stuff for a few years, and about 10 years later, I ran into Larry's brother Dave
At the library.
back here in Elkhart, and we reconnected, and neither one of us was doing anything at the time. I said, hey, why don't you bring your guitar over? And we started jamming, and we came up with this idea to, let's do the stuff that we used to listen to on the radio. We used to sit around and listen to the radio because it wasn't about cable and Xbox and all that back in
Didn't
those
have your
days.
iPod then?
Right,
No,
exactly.
dude.
So
I used to have a cassette player Walkman.
Well, let's go on. What do you guys want to hear next? You guys brought me a slew of songs, and
Let's do Sons of Thunder.
Sons of Thunder, the original?
Yeah, let's do it.
Who wrote this song?
we wrote this all together, all the three of us.
Yeah, I can't believe it.
To be honest, we kind of wrote this in lieu of this show because when we had talked to you and you mentioned about us coming on and doing the interview, the first thing I was thinking is, what are we gonna put on the radio? All we got is cover songs. We need to write something. So we got together and we put together our version of a rock and roll theme song. And that's what we call Sons of Thunder.
Awesome.
These two guys.
Larry, try it. Say check 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3.
That's much better. Okay,
right.
Can you guys hear Larry out there? Elizabeth, let me know.
For Dana, if she's out there.
If you can hear
go.
Larry, turn your radio down. No.
Yeah. They always say, turn your radio down, please. This is Sons of Thunder, original song. It's the worldwide debut.
That's right.
Sons of Thunder.
Sons of Thunder.
Well, I feel a storm is coming.
That is the Sons of Thunder by 198.4 Retro Radio. Get your votes in if you want to hear that song next week, because I don't think we're doing anything live tonight, right?
No.
Okay. So you guys got to vote for the song that you want. Actually, they're going to pick the song. Any votes for the guests all go into one pile, and then you pick the song you want to play. And speaking of that,
It'll be that one.
last week's song of the week that you're up against is Paul Erdman. Paul, these guys are going to be tough to beat. You're going to have to try to get your people to write in and Facebook message Mel Williams, or you can just type in tag Mel Williams in your post. And Jason Johnson.
Yes.
Do you know Jason?
Yeah, that's my nephew. Shout out to Jason.
There you go. He's already voted for you. You got 3 votes. You got 2 for Beds of Burn and 1 for Sons of Thunder.
Yeah, that's fine.
But this is last week's Song of the Week, and trying to be only the second person to go 2 weeks in a row, Paul Erdman. This is the one written about his relative who went to Afghanistan, and we thank him for his service. It's called Gone Away for a While.
Good song.
Sorry about cutting the end off there, Paul. That was a bad button I pushed. But Paul Erdman, gone. Now I got to get that
Gone
song
Away
right.
for a While?
Gone Away for a While. That's exactly
Good song,
right.
Paul.
Very good song.
Good song. Absolutely.
And by the way, that's the very first recording that I'm not involved in, other than mixing the sound. So.
What band is that?
Well, Paul. That's because Paul said, if you fuck this up, I'll kill you.
Yeah. You're not supposed to say the
Good for you.
Oh, I'm
Paul.
sorry. I'm sorry. The FCC is going to be all over us.
Good for you, Paul.
All right, Bill. If you're up there listening, come down. We need you to take a picture of us. We gotta post a picture. But let's get back to 198.4. You guys were telling me how you were formed. And you have 3 different kinds of music here. So, Larry, why don't you tell us about the music?
My favorite band is Megadeth, and I just like metal. I'm the metalhead out of the band, and my brother's punk, and then Isaac's, he likes a lot of ballads and a lot of the 80s stuff. We have a hard time coming together, but we do. We come together, and it's not about the music. It's about the music. It's not about who we are, what we bring to the table. Is about the music, and when we come together, it's great.
We gotta bite our tongue on some of the songs.
Yeah.
So Isaac, you kind of started the band. Is that what happened?
We did. Isaac
Well, it me and Larry got together. It was just me and Larry at first, because I've been in and out of bands for years around this area with a bunch of different people, and I've been playing out a lot. These guys have really been kind of more hidden away at home, And just the thing was, when I got with Larry, the first times we started practicing, it was like, man, this is cool to have a guy that shows up to practice every day, never complains about anything, always has a great attitude going in. Once he's willing to be open and play whatever, I've been in too many bands where the people were just super talented.
I don't like that.
Really close-minded.
I don't like that. I don't do country. I don't do whatever.
Right. And still, Dave hates everything, but we've got him to play stuff that he had told himself that he would never do, like Motley Crue.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
When we first brought that song up, he was like, "Oh, no way, that song's totally gay. No, I'm not going to do Motley Crue."
So
And
we've come a long way, and it's just real nice just to get together and just hang out.
I just like to jam. My influence is Kiss, Misfits,
Megadeth.
and just rock and roll, man. I play bass.
Yeah,
I'm a
go
bass
Misfits.
player, so
I saw
very only of the Misfits is the number one guy.
So when you guys were at Cheers, did you meet Joe Feingold? Joe's a good friend of mine, and we're going to be playing some of his music. But he had a post on Facebook the other day that said, when he's in a store and he passes a Kiss album, he still finds himself looking at it.
that's like these two right here.
And I was at a music store up in Saugatuck, Michigan, just this weekend on Saturday, and I did the same thing. And Ken Fozo was with me. He goes, "What are you looking at that for?" I said, "I love Kiss. Kiss is just great." What do you guys think about Blue Monday? Is that a good one?
Yeah.
Yeah, Dave doesn't
Larry's
like that.
wife picked that one out. She was
All right.
wanted us to learn.
That's
that.
why Larry wants me to play it. This is 198.4 Retro Radio, Blue Monday, here on the Michiana Scene. shout out to Screamin' Steven. Shout out to Screamin' Steven for voting for Retro Radio. Blue Monday. We're just sitting here talking about the Sex Pistols, the Ramones, the Violent Femmes. These are Dave's influences. Speaking of influences, Elizabeth, I know Montgomery is in the band, and she's not bewitched. Right? She's not
She bewitched Isaac.
But she said her influences are Pat Benatar and Hart. Tell me what she's meant to you being in the band, to you guys.
It took me probably a year to talk her into even joining the band. Elizabeth and I used to go out and do karaoke, and we would compete with each other. In fact, one time down in Kansas before our son was born, we were down there.
Is
they
that
were
Evan?
doing a party. Yep, our first son, Evan. Okay. We were doing karaoke down in Salina, Kansas, and there was some group there with a graduation party, and the guy that was running the karaoke turned it into a competition between her and I because we were like the only people that could sing in the bar. Everybody else that was getting up there was just, how it usually is at karaoke. This was bad. But we just had a blast, and she just wanted to be a part of it. She knows how important this band has meant to me and us, and she wanted to throw her thing in there. And I tell you what, dude, ever since she got up on the stage with you guys at the Phoenix with members only,
now she's got it now.
Her skills just exponentially increased. Her confidence level came. All of a sudden, it was like, wow.
Evan and Wesley are saying, "Hi, Daddy."
Hi, guys.
Hey, Wes.
They love to watch us jam.
Isn't that great?
Dance.
He's on the radio. Your daddy's on the radio.
This is cool. She brings some energy, a different kind of energy to the band.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Besides,
it's called somebody that looks good. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Liz is awesome. This is awesome. Wish she was here.
Shouts out.
Love you, baby.
Elizabeth, thank you for setting all this up and introducing us. And this is really fun. But hey, you gave me an idea, and I don't want to forget it. We ought to go to Bleachers. We ought to contact Bleachers about doing a live remote and having you guys play there live.
Oh yeah, that'd be great.
And then have karaoke. Wouldn't that be cool?
Yeah.
We'll have a live band at a karaoke bar.
Oh yeah, that'd be awesome.
Wow.
Elizabeth says her face is totally red now.
Awesome. Love you, Liz.
All right, we got to have one more. Give me another song here.
Do that Motley Crue.
Home Sweet Home?
Yeah, that's one I gotta say. This guy Dave, like I was saying,
I don't have diamonds.
I don't have a recording of that one, man. No. This guy was so against doing Motley Crue, and we talked him into doing it. And
Isaac
once he got it down,
Isaac says
he loved it. He loved it. I'm telling you guys, you're gonna love this.
I'm a dreamer, but my heart's so cold. I had to run away high, so I wouldn't come home, no. Just when things went right, doesn't mean they were always wrong. Just take this song, and you'll never feel left all alone. Take me to your heart, fill me in your bones. Just one more night, and I'm coming off this long, windy road. While I'm away,
What was the Violent Femmes' big song? They had one that.
But that brings back memories, though.
Yeah, they had one that actually got popular. And
here's one, Nine Inch Nails. Jesus built my hot rod.
Ooh, Jesus built my hot rod.
Well, we're not up to V's yet, though.
Okay, this is blowing up. Teresa Hill, Faye Goley.
Yeah. Shout out to Faye. I love you, Faye.
Love you, Faye. David says he loves you. Taylor Laws.
Yeah.
This band, rock.
Jason's kid.
These are Dave and Larry's people, man. You guys have good people.
Oh my gosh, and they're all different people. Paul Erdman. Are you still listening out there? They have 13 votes, and you have 1. Okay, come on, come on.
You gotta step it up, Paul.
Let's at least put up a fight.
And also, we just put, we got to get this out there. The reason why we put 198.4 Retro Radio.
Yeah, why is that?
There's a band in Canada called Retro Radio on Facebook already. So we had the idea, why don't we just make it like a radio station, 198.4, which is 1984.
And it's not on the record. It's not on the.
And so that way we can have a Facebook.
I got you. Thanks.
And that's,
I want to thank Mike. I want to thank Mike Rader for tuning in. He's going to be heading out the door, but thanks. But yeah, no, that's a cool.
That's why we're called Retro.
So it's 1984, but it's 198.4 like a radio station.
Right. But we're actually just called Retro Radio.
Right, but that's why, like I was saying, that signifies the music that we play and the style we do is the type of stuff
you're going to drop
listen
that, just
to
like
on the
Chicago
radio.
used to be the Chicago Transit Authority. That's what they were called.
It just depends on it.
1, 2, 3, 4,
Right.
5, 6,
I don't know.
7, 8.
Just depends on if we get big enough.
Led Zeppelin did for a while. Then they got too high, for counting after 3 or 4.
We might have a vision and change our name to Black Sabbath. You never know.
How about purple?
I think we got to do something for Elizabeth. She wanted to hear close my eyes.
Yeah.
Is that the one?
This is from New Year's.
This is
really
no.
good.
I don't know if it is. Is it close 2?
It better be.
Close 2?
I don't know.
Yeah, we're a better live band.
Yeah, New
All right,
Year's.
let's find out.
Party was good.
We're gonna find out.
The one you just put on.
Baby, I get so scared inside and I don't really understand. Is it love that's on my mind or is it fantasy? Heaven, it's in the palm of my hand and it's waiting here for you. What am I supposed to do with a childhood tragedy? If I close my eyes forever, will it all remain unchanged? If I close my eyes forever, will it all remain the same? Sometimes it's hard to hold on, so hard to hold on to my dreams. It isn't always what it seems when you're face to face with me. You're like a dagger, stick me in the heart, taste the blood from my blade. And when we sleep, would you shelter me in your warm and dark day? If I close my eyes forever, will it all remain unchanged? If I close my eyes forever, will it all remain the same? Would you ever take me? I just can't take the pain. But would you ever trust me? I'll never feel the same. and wipe the cobwebs from my eyes. If I close my eyes forever, will it all remain unchanged? If I close my eyes forever, will it all remain the same? Oh, close your eyes. Close your eyes. You gotta close your eyes for me.
Oh, they're going crazy here. They're going crazy in the studio, Elizabeth. That's awesome. That's awesome. You know what? You're going to have, we're playing February 1st. Members only is playing at the Phoenix. You're going to have to come up and sing with us again, Elizabeth. The guys, and she also said that the name didn't come from all this other stuff. It's because it's the year she was born, 1984.
That's right, honey.
Dave, you need a cough drop.
Dave does not like anything. Bullshit, he said. All right. Well, we got one more, and then we're gonna cut these guys over. You can stick around. You can stick around, talk in between the songs if you want. But I promised something though. What did I promise? I promised a new song by Perry Terada.
Yeah, Perry
Yeah.
Terada.
Perry Terada.
Hey, props to Perry Terada.
Yeah,
man.
Pop Terry Trotta.
And we're gonna do two in a row. Perry Terada and JT Hollis. These are brand new songs released just this week. Perry was actually original member, and Perry, we want to thank you for helping us get started. And now he's on a solo career, and this is his song. It's called G3.
Awesome.
I'm not going to say my friend's name who's listening in, but he just Facebooked me and said, man, the sound's kind of low. And he just says, I'm a Nimrod. The headphones were laying on. I had the headphones plugged in and I'm laying on the thing. I bet you had that turned up there. I'm not going to say your name.
They're called earphones because they go on your ears.
There you go. But we have one more song. This is it. All right. You guys have played.
Props.
I love you, honey.
Everybody.
Thanks a lot for coming, you guys.
Thank you, Mel.
Let Dave get up there. Let Dave get up there and talk.
right.
JT Hollis fans,
seconds
stick
airtime,
around.
Dave.
Your song will be coming up after this next retro radio song. Go ahead, Dave. Talk.
Hey, this is Dave, man, and I just want to give props to everybody out there and thank you. And I gotta throw out my girls there, Kayla and Dana, if they're out there listening somewhere. Rock and roll, punk rock, all the way, man.
I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Tell you what I'm going to do for you guys. Thanks, Dave. I can't. Members Only is a new band. We've only been 3 gigs out. I can't ask you to get up and play with us, but I will play one of your songs at the Phoenix as our break music. All right. Make sure you bring some people out.
Awesome.
All right.
Thank you.
All right, John Brasser, if you're out there listening, make sure you hold me to that, and I do that. But this is the last one. This is called Shoot 'Em Up.
Shoot 'em down.
Shoot 'em down.
Sister.
Yeah.
Retro Radio 198.4 coming at you Monday night.
Come on, boy.
Wow, sorry, man. We were popping some beers and getting ready for
we need to take Bill off the beer.
But I want to thank you guys for coming. Let's hear it for 198.4 Retro Radio.
Yeah. Rock and roll, baby.
1984. You're welcome. We'll see you February 1st at the Phoenix. We're going to play one of your songs there. We're going to play. Since you have 16 votes already, I think you're going to be Song of the Week. So we'll play it.
Yeah.
But now this is for JT Hollis. If you're out there listening, and Tim Weems.
Love you, honey.
No, he doesn't love JT Hollis. He's talking to his wife. Sorry, JT. This song is called Outlaws, I believe. Is that right, Bill?
Yeah.
Yeah. This is JT Hollis and Tim Weems, Outlaws. JT Hollis. That's awesome, JT and Tim Weems. And there's a vote from Teresa Hill for that song. Said she loved
Teresa
it.
loves JT too.
Yeah.
But no, good. Thanks again, you guys, for coming. I'm going to put on a little commercial here and say goodbye to you. And everybody say goodbye to 198.4.
Goodbye. Goodbye.